against Indiana. And the Thunder waste no time to let Steven Adams try to facilitate things. Gets it right back from Paul. Hook shot. And how many times have we seen that for the Thunder?
I mean, just starting to aggressively put the ball on the floor from 15 feet away and get all the way to the basket and finish.
Dragic for three, gets his own miss. Trying to slice down to the rim. Don't want to give Duncan Robinson any clean looks. You saw the closeout there from Dort. Dragic again. And Robinson forces it up. Does not matter as Lou Dort played perfect deep. Dragic starting at point. Has been primarily off the bench this year. Is out of bio all the way up to the rim.
About the pass by Dragic on that
free throw line, knocks it down.
And that's what makes him such a lethal weapon. Anywhere on the floor.
Dragic just slices to the rim. He is so crafty and so. Gallinari's got four. See head coach Billy Donovan has to be pleased to be seeing a fuller complement of players as Robinson. He's got a green light to shoot it just about anywhere he wants. A tremendous story, earning his way to the NBA. Played Division III college, and if you're wondering how he did it, all you need to do is look at his first two.
To get to that painted area, like a wrecking ball, cause trouble.
And right now the Heat offense is causing trouble. Start to Miami. Dragic left open, and he can't leave him open, and that's what Miami does. Shoots it.
You got to be able to slow down the Heat's offense because they're so efficient. They shoot 83% as a team from the line. As you just mentioned, 38% from beyond the arc. Not a whole lot of weakness.
Got to slow down Dragic, who is dictating terms here early.
He leads the team at just over 6 assists, slightly ahead of Bam, Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler. He's also a good passer as well.
Thunder turn it over. Can Butler get behind the defense? Dragic gives it up. Robinson, a rare drive to the rim. Everybody expecting.
Where you have to start working on it is a half-court game. You know, getting into that close into the basket, or creating, you know, that draw to the basket and then kick out. And they're getting out in transition when they need to. They're also making a lot of good plays.
Olynyk left open for three, and the run continues as Miami has now made 15 out of its last 16 shots, Mike, over a 7.5-minute period.
And that's one of the ones you want back, because that came off of an offensive rebound from the free throw line.
Boy, he at times has knocked down some big shots for the Thunder off the bench.
Well, he's come in and given them a big lift, and now the Thunder are starting to pack bodies in front of those drivers.
Would not return tonight.
And that is uneasy news for Oklahoma City. There's a turnover right out of the timeout. Baisley in stride, puts it up right hand, and he got it to go off the glass. And it's an extent. And he just started shooting left-handed because he was losing in a shooting contest with his dad. And it started going in, but everything else he does is right-handed. So
there ain't nothing
you're
fancy.
writing with your left, that's for sure.
Right. There's nothing fancy about it.
Dragic with space.
You see how he threw that up? That's a tough shot.
Found something out here offensively, Mike. Dragic finally cools off momentarily. Rise.
Oh, man, I got family. I'm going to say I'll give up the three free throws. I'll foul a three-point shooter as Dragic gets down.
Short. Tapped back outside by Ferguson, who's getting those minutes with no Dort. Paul had it stolen away by Dragic, who loses his balance, falls, and that low.
And that's what you want to see. Go right into the big fella, keep feeding him, but you got to feed him steaks, man. And that's a steak that you just gave him, where he's right there in front of the rim. You know, the soccer referee will point out that
it was an advantage.
Yeah, advantage. And if the team doesn't score, they come back and you know, call to score all over the floor.
Gallinari putting it on the deck. Now it's Leonard's turn to.
Milwaukee Bucks, they are the top dog. You know, and then you got to talk about Boston Celtics, teams like that. 76ers, going to be a question mark. You know, especially if Joe Embiid can stay.
Indiana, just the lack of offensive firepower. They've got it spread out, but in the playoffs, when that structure breaks down, as Derrick Jones Jr. functional defensively. Good drive and dish outside. Gallinari Well, he was wide open. And if you're the Thunder, you like that look. Danilo Gallinari is 0 for 6 from 3 in this game.
And that's the kind of shot you want him taking, a wide open 3. You don't give up on it. You continue to get him the basketball.
Dragic, the vision, finds Jones Jr.